Hello guys, Alex here and happy Friday. Today is the end of the week, but not only that, it's the end of the month, guys. October is done and done. Tomorrow is Halloween and we have only 2 more months to go. So I hope you guys are on track on whatever you try to accomplish on the 2020, and I know it's been a crazy 2020. Anyway, reason I'm making this video, as we shared yesterday, we were able to help another family to purchase their property, and I'm doing the breakdown on that transaction, and I'm gonna have my daughter Carolina, who's not only my daughter, but she's a licensed full-time agent, active agent, and she's gonna give us the breakdown on this transaction. So here it goes.
Hey, good morning, guys. You put it a little bit more down? A little bit more this way? Okay, there you go. So as my dad mentioned to you guys previously, we had the great fortune of actually being able to help our clients, Joseph and Man, find their home yesterday. So I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. We met Joseph and Man through Zillow. They contacted us directly because they were already working with an agent, and unfortunately that agent wasn't finding them the right home, wasn't doing their job, and that pushed them to look for another, obviously, assistance. They contacted me directly regarding a property in Selmar. Unfortunately, that was not the right home for them, but I explained to them once we met, we can help you find the house that you're looking for. I explained to them our procedures and what we're gonna do to get their offers accepted, and provided them with knowledge, and that's what they liked. The fact that I was explaining everything to them, which is something that their agent wasn't doing. At the same time, they were already approved, of course, but I explained to them how important it is to make sure that you're working with the right lender. Why? Because when we get our offer accepted, the contingency period begins. And we need to make sure that the lender that's going to be handling the loan is going to get everything done in a timely manner. The appraisal is going to be ordered on time. The application is going to be signed on time. And most importantly, the loan will get done on time. So we got them pre-approved with one of our preferred lenders. And of course, once that was done, the process began. We began looking for them for homes. Yes, we saw multiple properties, submitted multiple offers, but those offers that we submitted were in unfavorable terms to our client. And yes, they got really discouraged at several times, but the way that I keep our clients motivated is tell them, okay, look, this was not the right house for you. It wasn't in your favorable terms. There's another house out there, and I'm going to be able to find that property for you in the terms that are favorable in your favor. So
okay, sorry to interrupt you. So what you're doing, you mentioned this key part that said favorable terms. So what are favorable terms?
So, for example, in our last video, we made a video regarding, sellers agents coming back with waiving the appraisal contingency. And that's something very important. Why? Because what happens if the property doesn't appraise? Most of our offers came back with that. They came back with a rent back and stuff like that. And at the same time, I explained to our clients, hey, this needs to be on a fact that it's going to protect you, because we don't want you listing using a deposit, and worst case scenario, if the seller doesn't move out, what are you going to do? So they understood that. The fact that we provided them with knowledge and information, they were, well, okay, this is not the right house for you. Our house is out there.
What happened on this one specifically? How you were able to get the offer accepted? How many offers were submitted? What was the drill?
So for this one, of course, it was a really nice property in North Hills. Our clients really liked the area. We had the great fortune of being able to work with an agent that already knows us from the area. They're an active agent there. Of course, it helped us that they knew us and the fact that they knew the type of work that we do and that we're going to be able to perform. But at the same time, he's not the owner. He needs to make sure, okay, are they going to do everything on time? We need to compete. And I explained that to my clients. We made it very clear to them. Yes, they know us, but we need to compete because there's 10 other buyers out there that are going to be willing to come up just like you. So of course, we submitted a strong offer showing the seller, hey, this is our terms. We're going to be able to do everything on time. And of course, at the same time, the seller's agent felt comfortable working with us because we competed and he knows we're going to do everything on time.
And this is a key part, guys, that comes with our services. Over the years, we built relationships with, top agents in the area that handle the inventory. And that helps you, as the buyer being represented by us, because as we said on this business, it's not only what you know, but also who you know. But at the same time, as Carolina mentioned, that's not enough, because remember, we the agents, we list properties too, we represent sellers and we represent buyers. In this case, we represent the buyer, but we're not the owners. And even if the agent kind of like trust us as agents that we're gonna do a good job and we're gonna close the transaction in a timely manner and do everything, fast, we still need to compete. Our offer needs to be the best offer. Our offer needs to be the more favorable for the seller on this case. And so everything counts, and that's who you work with matters, guys. And that's also one of the things or services that we can provide to you as, when agents see our offers, they do trust our offers because of our track record. So going back to that. So we passed the agent.
So once we did that, of course, we got our offer accepted, which was the main thing. But of course, now comes the home inspection, the contingency period. And of course, in the home inspection, obviously we saw some things that we weren't anticipating that were in the property. And we managed to get a credit for our client. We negotiated a credit for them, which they were really happy about because they didn't think that the seller was going to give them anything.
And that's, look, in today's market, it's really difficult to get credit for repairs. Right. Just the fact you're getting your offer accepted, that's like a good thing, for buyers. I got my offer accepted. That's all I ask. I don't care. I'm not going to ask for repairs. I'm not going to do a credit. I'm not going to do anything because all they want is the property. But look, we were able to negotiate a credit. And that's what you're hiring us for. That's what you get when you're being represented by a competent agent, because that's our job. And we were able to get that credit.
Yeah, and like my dad mentioned previously, look, we can not only get you the house, we can get you a credit as well. So once we were able to negotiate that credit, of course, as you may all know right now, with everything that's happening with the market, the banks are backed up with refis. And of course, we had a bit of a delay in the process and we had to negotiate an extension for our client. We actually had to negotiate 2 extensions for our client. Of course, how are we able to do that? We had to negotiate the extension. There was a per diem fee that was applied when we accepted the offer of $94. So every time we don't close on that specific date, a per diem fee is added to the transaction and our client has to pay per day.
Every day.
Every day.
So let me add something. As far as the per diem fee, it was a common practice back on the REO market, the foreclosure bank-owned properties, that was on the contract. It means like you need to close in 30 days, and after the 30th date you're not closing, you pay a per diem per day. If your transaction delayed 10 days, well, you're paying 10 days of per diem. In this case, 94, do the math. So, and that right now that it's coming back because creates urgency, creates more commitment, it creates a sense of urgency on the buyer, on everybody involved in the transaction. And that's why going back to the beginning, who you work with matters, because that's why there's a reason why we work with the lenders that we work, because we know the pace, how soon they're gonna get the appraisal, the loan approval in, so we can negotiate.
Okay, so obviously now that my dad has explained what the per diem fee is to you guys, what happened next? Like we mentioned, we needed to negotiate that extension and negotiate that per diem fee to be waived, because we're not going to have our clients pay for that, of course. So what did we do? We provided them with facts. Hey, we were able to get everything done on time. We're going to close. It's just obviously the bank is having a delay, but we did everything on time. The appraisal was done. The loan has been approved. Our clients have the funds to close. We're set to close.
Loan docs were in.
Loan docs were in. Everything. We did everything in a timely manner. We're just having a delay. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to negotiate an extension and a per diem fee. Once we provided...
Waiving the per diem.
Exactly. Once we provided that for them, they knew, okay, you know what? Let's waive the per diem fee and let's give them the extension. Our clients didn't have to pay for that per diem fee, which was good for them. They saved themselves some money. And we were able to negotiate that extension, being able to close on time, which was yesterday. So, yeah.
And guys, that's the the breakdown on this transaction, and our clients are really happy. They feel really accomplished, and we feel the same way because it's a combined effort. So if you're looking to buy, if you have any questions about buying a house or selling a property, give us a call. Happy Friday, enjoy your weekend, happy Halloween, and last words.
Just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys found it informational. I hope you have a great Halloween and make it a good day. Bye.